Welcome everyone. We are back once again with another Giri drawing stream. Today we are drawing, I want to make sure I say this right, Arurandeisu, one of our Holostars characters. Don't see much about them in the West, probably because there is no Holostars EN, but they're still pretty cool. And yeah. Anyways, hello, welcome to the stream code, welcome to the stream, Mafuzi. Thank you both for coming. I appreciate it as always. So, without further ado, let's get started. Arurandeisu here is sometimes known as Pizza Daddy, as I understand it, because he is Italian, or the character is ostensibly Italian, and uses pizza as his Oshi mark. Quite a cool lad. Drawn by one of my favorite painters personally, Black Sensei. So how are you both doing today? How are you, Nafusi? You've been up to anything interesting? How are you, Code? You've been up to anything interesting? Gotta make sure we get this jaw nice and powerful. I don't know why I'm doing line art. The last couple line art ones have not gone as well as I would have liked. Let's scratch this and actually just jump into like painting. Am I muted? No, I don't appear to be muted. Not from my end, at least. You folks must just be a bit busy. That's fine. Let's see, let's bring some of that nice grays in. Arurandeisu is a very classy lad. I wish I could be as dapper as him. I'm slightly stressed looking for a job that seems interesting because it's been a few weeks and I haven't really met with anyone to properly get hired. Oh, yeah, I know that struggle. Finding a job that's like, the right job that is always a struggle. I wish you luck, man. What kind of job are you looking for? Are you just kind of looking for anything you can get? You looking for a specific field, or? Let's widen this a bit. Oh, darker, redder, yeah. It's gonna bring out that strong cheeks there a bit. Game store night shift. Oh, nice, nice. So not career type work, but some kind of temporary to semi long term sort of work that you'd be feel like you fit in. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I certainly don't recommend it, but stocking shelf. But in my experience, grocery stores are always hiring for shelf stockers. But you know, like I said, I don't recommend it. The few times I've done it, or the one time I did it, it was, oh boy, that was an unpleasant experience. Not to say that every place is going to be unpleasant, just that I can't recommend it based off of how unpleasant the one place I worked at was. Mostly just looking for summer job to get gas and Warhammer money. Yeah, that was basically exactly why I ended up working the night shift job that I did work. I was like, man, I want a little extra money right now to kind of cover some extra expenses, and I could probably manage this. Whew. I think I did 2 months there. The nighttime wasn't a problem. The problem was the horrible staff, the horrible managers that, you know, were like, hey, you know that federal requirement to give you a break and a lunch break and a normal break every couple hours? Yeah, fuck that. We're not going to pay attention to that. You get fired if you take your breaks. And as a result, they had incredibly low staff retention. And because of the super low staff retention, they were constantly asking for a ton of overtime. And because they were constantly asking for a ton of overtime, everyone was constantly upset that they weren't getting their breaks on time. And yeah, which, feedback looped really bad. You absolutely could have. You're right. But also, that would be a huge amount of litigation and probably, 6 months of my life dealing with lawyers, which I went, not going to deal with this shit, and moved on. But you're right, I could have sued, and I probably could have won a settlement. Like, no hands, like, no question about it, because the manager had been caught multiple times, including a recording, which I took to the upper management and was like, this is why I'm quitting. And played the recording for the upper management, being like, your middle manager is a piece of human garbage and should not be a middle manager. They are denying your staff breaks. So I could have won the court case, but it would have been months of litigation minimum, which I didn't want to deal with. Like, that's not worth it for what ultimately would be maybe $5,000-$6,000 of compensation. Like, I don't even know if I'd break even on the lawyer fees at that point. That's the unfortunate downside of the, yeah, you can sue because someone's breaking the federal law, but most people don't because it's not economically viable. Let's see. Let me get some more shadows in here for that hand. Anyway, that's my unfortunate tale of working night shift at a grocery store. I don't think most grocery stores are going to be nearly that bad, though, so getting a night shift job is certainly not that. It's certainly not undesirable by any means. And just because I've had an unfortunate story with them does not mean that you should take that as me saying don't work there. Let's see. Bring in the eyes. Release the vague shape of eyes. Let's see. Mouth. Oh. Any other eye over here? Something's feeling pretty off, but I don't know exactly what it is. Let's cut this hand to a new layer. So we can do that. Probably the lack of, neck. Is that neck too long? I think it might be, actually. Also, my vague block ends, I managed to create some shockingly girly lips, and that's not what we're looking for in this particular painting. So we're going to need to go in and correct up this face here pretty bad. Fortunately, it's basically just a face portrait that we're doing today. Like, I didn't want to go super wild. There we go. Kind of pulling a little shadow for the neck muscles there. Alright, let's put some of those down. We'll get the other ear in here. That might be part of why it's not looking great, is the ears aren't in place. Zoom in here and get a good look at his face. He's got a couple of... he's got glasses on in his face, but we'll get those in a little later. really like his smile. It's nice and striking. It's too much chin hair, I think. His beard is not nearly that thick. Let's see. Let's maybe cut out some of this into proper pupil. Just block some of those in. Okay, we're starting to get some vague shapes, right? Those need to come down because those were intended to be right above the eyes to get the shape of that. That's a really warm shadow we have there, so we're gonna have to adjust it later. And by really warm, I mean really warm. Also, these eyes, maybe even the nose, need to grab, shift over. Maybe I didn't want both eyes, just the one. Yeah, that's probably a bit better. But yeah, when it comes to suing big companies, even when you have a solid case and can easily win it, you're probably not going to win it, is the reality of the situation. Like, they just have so many lawyers and so much budget, it's just almost never worth actually trying to sue. Because they are going to they'll just grind you into the dust. They will just sit there and have their lawyers waste your time and waste your money, or have their lawyers waste your lawyer's time so it wastes your money until you have to file for bankruptcy and therefore have to close the lawsuit, because you are legally required to close lawsuits when you file for bankruptcy. And that is kind of just the strategy of massive corporations. Yep, win by attrition every time. Because it is better for them to either A, settle out of court by saying, hey, here's $100 to go away, or if you make it hard for us, we are going to cost every penny that you own. So, not worth it in either case. Okay, that's starting to look a bit more like our pizza dad there. Let's pull his chin a bit thinner. So it's just a little too wide. I think it needs to be lower angle. Yeah, that's what we need out of it. Lower angle. Alright, let's see. Let's start pulling in a little bit of those blue grays in under here. So that'll look good. Help start shaping the the hair some more color. Let's see. This here. It's looking a bit younger than I initially intended. Shockingly, I'm actually kind of surprised. The gray hair normally would make someone look pretty old, but this one's coming out much younger looking. Kind of that gray-haired anime protagonist sort of deal. Maybe it's the light-colored beard or the dark-colored beard that's doing it. I bet it is. Shade that a little bit. And then, there we go. Alright, that's starting to look a little bit like him. Let's grab that hand. Get that, more, stylish sort of deal going on. Let's get a cuff to his shirt. To his shirt sleeve, rather. We will need to get glasses in on him, but that doesn't need to happen right away. Let's see. Also want to pull this out here. So let's do that on the lower layer. Hide that hand again. Let's see, I want to cut the angle down a little bit here. While it wasn't intended, this is starting to look a little bit like his White Day outfit. I was mostly just going for like a white button-up, but you know, maybe we do the White Day suit. Let's hide that hand again. This just a little bit grayer, a little darker. We can kind of pull out the collar a bit. Face is feeling a little off center, so we may need to adjust some things, but not not devastatingly so right now. So we'll come back to it. I initially chose Arurandeisu here as I hadn't done any Holostars yet as part of my 60 days, and I was feeling like it, you know, they were feeling a little left out. Because they are cool. They just, you know, they get really forgotten here in the West. Let's see. Let's get like a nice... He wears like a really red tie often, so let's pull that in. We can do really red glasses too. Maybe didn't want to do that on the same layer, but you know, what's done is done. That with the hand now. Yeah, that hand, let's adjust that hand a little bit. Pull that up into the chin a little bit more so we can kind of see the collar maybe. Like, I want that like stroke in the beard sort of look. That is what I'm going for here. Maybe just a touch darker here so we can kind of pull some of this together. That's too big for a wrinkle. We're looking for maybe here. Yeah, that could be okay. Maybe you bring just a little bit of that in. Let's see about maybe stretch him to fill the canvas a little bit more. We don't have to worry about making elbows and stuff as much, and focus more on just make face good. Okay. Let's start getting in a background. What do we want for a background on him? I'm thinking maybe just kind of a midish blue might work well. Yeah, that's not terrible. I know we got our light source coming from over here-ish, so we can kind of, you know, step it down a little bit so it's a little darker down here, a little brighter up there. It's not terrible. Should get in and do kind of these bright spots a bit better then. Organize them so they're more where we want them. Let's grab a bit darker. He's got broad shoulders at this point. I don't know if he is actually this broad-shouldered, but we're gonna make it work. Trying to make him classy. Kind of enthusiastic, dashing type. Maybe with a hint of Italian mobster. A touch of the thumb there. Okay. Let's see. This we will go a little bit brighter, go a bit yellower for the highlights in here. Come on. Oh, it selected the wrong color. There we go. Pull out some of these here. Bit of a knuckle right there. There we go. That's starting to look okay-ish. Maybe shape that down to be a bit more like a fingertip. Let's see. We'll pull much wider here. Get the highlights. Good. Alright, let's get some of these lower tones in. We got the super saturated shadow. We'll use to kind of shape out some of it, but then we're going to have to pull some grayer, bluer shadow in later. Let's block that opacity for a second. There we go. Alright, let's see about getting a bit of gray shadow in here. Blend these together just a bit. This needs to be less sharp. This needs to be less sharp. This needs to be less sharp. I'm got 2 fingers hidden in here, I think. So you did it. Right? Yeah. I got 2 fingers hidden here. Is the real? There's a bit of a trick there. You can't really make out the pinky from the ring. There we go, that's a bit better. Let's see. Shape that. There. Okay, that hand's looking okay-ish. That face is still awkward, but we're gonna have to worry about that a bit. A little grayer, a little bluer. We can add a couple little shadow spots to this tie. Still keeping it pretty darn saturated even for the shadows on this. I kind of want to fade out some of this here just so it's less of a thing. We'll adjust the shape of the shoulder here too while we're at it. I think this is not going to be a winner of a painting, I don't think, but you know, it's all right. We're going to do our best. We're going to have something that's pretty good, even if it's not like the best in class. Let's grab a little bit of that red. Let's grab a bit of kind of orange yellows. And really pump that saturation up. Get a lot of subsurface going on there. Let's see. Push this into those yellows here, right at the brightest point. We're going to grab some white and run right on top of it. Kind of just be as overexposed as possible with that reflection. Soften this just a bit. There we go. That's starting to be about right. Alright, let's grab a little bit more of the bright yellow. We can kind of go a little bit right in here. Help deal with that overexposed edge just a bit into the shirt. There we go. That's starting to look nice and bright. Probably do the same thing here. Right along the hair. And grab that white right up the edge. I need to pull some hair strands through where it's not quite catching the light just right, sort of deal. There we go, that's a bit better. Let's some of our yellows in right here as well. And here on the chin. And here on the ear. And then we can get those whites in. Right here, I'm going to want to pull that super red through the ear. There, maybe a little bit more orange. we are looking to get like maximum subsurface going on right there. His ears are, well, you know, thin and full of blood. Okay, that's starting to get a nice bright zone there. We can brighten right here up as well, and here up as well, and a bit here. Maybe bring in a little of this yellow. Let's get just a little bit of bright whites here and here, and here through here. Okay. All right, let's make this face look good. I think that's the nose is off center. What we're looking at. The nose needs to be a little more here. It's actually a pretty major step over. Whoa, how's that? Yeah, that's much better. Just kind of shape that shadow a bit more. Pull that together some. Let's actually pull this all the way to the Rembrandt style. So we're gonna pull this all into shadow here. All except right, a little triangle right under the eye, known as the Rembrandt triangle. Really good for doing striking faces, as you get half the face in shadow and half the face in light. It is looking pretty good, I'd say. I agree with you. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment, Code. A little bit more there, maybe pull that just a little. Alright, let's kind of blow out the light a little bit in a few other places. We're going to want to bring those strong shadows in right in here too, underneath the hair. But right here, where we're not in the hair, let's use those yellows to kind of... oh, those eyebrows are not even either. This eyebrow's got to be more here. Better. Yeah, right here. On the forehead, towards the light. On the cheek, towards the light. We're going to grab some whites and yellows. Let's see, right here, we're going to need to soften. So it turns away rather than sharp cuts away. Here's going to need to soften a bit. There's also a bit of a brow ridge we're going to try and catch the shape in. Yeah, a bit more like that. And then the nose can also catch just a little bit of that highlight. Alright, let's see if we can gray some of these shadows out a bit. And we're going to pull you way gray. Oh, that's what I want. And then I'm going to use that way over, far away from the light. The light's really not making any impact here. Maybe something like that. It's feeling pretty sharp. Okay. Let's take a moment and maybe clean up this jawline a bit. That nice dark hair there. That dark black Italian beard. Well, almost black. Super dark brown. We're actually going to kind of feather the edges a bit. Need to make sure I don't forget to do his glasses, but I'm not imminently in need of doing those yet. Just gently lighten this area up a bit, where it's really catching the shadow strongly. The light strongly. Let's put a little bit of this in right here where the cheek is gonna have a bit of shadow. Emphasize those cheekbones, sort of deal. Soften that even. Okay, let's worry about our eyes. Okay, how do your eyes look? Okay, you got gray eyes. Interesting. Alright, let's kind of pull the eye a little bigger, just so we got space to work. And so it's easier to see a bit farther out. And pull in some of these grays, and we're going to need some whites. Kind of get the white there. Let's pull this in right there for the bottom lid. Excellent, excellent. All right, we're gonna pull a little bit over here. Okay, starting to look about right. Let's kind of put the gray in there, pull out the pupil. That might be a little far over. We're gonna get this other eye vaguely drawn in and see what it looks like. Okay, cool. Pull that in. Looking very sly there. Nice, nice. A little bit more of these in, just briefly. Pull out the edge of that hair kind of curl over piece. See, we need a little bit of eye highlight, but we gotta be very careful with it because we want him to look cool. Want a little bit of other color too, just to make it a little more striking. Still can keep him looking pretty gray there though, without too much trouble. Let's make this just a little shorter. There, it's that curving away feel a little better. A little more shadow here. Good, good. Just a little bit of shadow here. Good, good. Let's toss a layer on and grab that super bright red so we can draw in some glasses. Okay, how do his glasses look? Got that. Goes into the bridge of the nose. Like hexagon shaped. Except they're missing the bottom hexagon, or the bottom face of the hexagon. Some of it. And that gets pulled back there. We're gonna pull the hair in front of those. There we go. And make a match. These need to come out a little farther, actually. Good, good, good. Now we pull that out just a little farther. Hexagoning them. Put that in. Just so that it feels a little more natural that they're, could in theory go have a little stem or something off the side of the head. Because the first time we drew them, they didn't quite feel like they could fit that. Oh. Alright, now let's play with the brightness on this layer a little bit. Just lock its opacity. Quickly brush that in. And jump to like some bright yellows so we can kind of quickly brush this in. Let's grab this edge here in bright yellow and white it up as well. Nice, nice. And let's add a new layer between the glasses and the skin. We're going to use the white to add some reflections. And then just also a little bit of shadow on the edge of the lens. There we go. Those are looking sort of glasses-y. I think I might need to come in here with a little bit of warp. Transform, warp. So I feel like I kinda was off where I needed them a little bit. Something like that-ish. Maybe these need to be a bit more over. Just gonna keep poking at this until perspective on the glasses looks pretty close. It's hard to get right though because glasses are hard. Okay, I call that good. Do a little cleanup on those edges. There you go. And say that I wasn't terribly far off, but I was a little off. Right, let's jump here, jump there. Put another shadow in. From the hair. A shadow from the glasses in. Cool. You know, it's not the best painting in the world, but I feel like it carries our Pizza Daddy look pretty well, all things considered. I'm gonna put a little bit more shading in here on the shadow side of the hair. We're getting pretty close to what I think I'm gonna call done. Like, you know, this just happened to be a shorter painting. Sort of deal. We got to experiment with some super crazy bright white highlights, which was fun. Maybe soften this a little bit in here. It was good to experiment. Always good to experiment with stuff. You know, you learn a lot when you're experimenting. I don't know what we learned this time, but, you know, I'm sure it was something that I'll figure out after the stream. But overall, I think this gets Arurandeisu quite well. Oh, your power just went out. I am sorry to hear that, Code. That really sucks. I hope things recover quickly. And now it's flickering. Oh no. Oh no. I hope things recover quickly. That's all I can say. I'm I was just about to wrap things up here on stream, fortunately. So, there's not a whole lot left to do. Like, I could noodle away at this a bit longer, but I'm not sure that I could actually make it better at my current skill level by noodling longer. You know how that goes. But, I am pretty happy overall with what we got in the time frame we got it. This in an hour here is pretty darn good. So I am going to leave you here and say have yourselves a good one. This has been Giri Akaoni, speed painting Arurandeisu. I hope you enjoyed. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an early morning stream as I have some stuff to take care of in the afternoon. Let's see, I believe tomorrow we are painting Arpeggio of Blue Steel. We had that as a request from one of our viewers, so yeah, we'll be doing that. Always happy to fill requests, if you ever have them, just like leave them in the comment below the video so it's easy to find them, sort of deal. Anyway, y'all take care. Have yourselves a good one. Code, I hope your power situation sorts itself out soon. I'm off for the evening. Giri out.